Hello, friends around the globe, and welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we're finding, learning, and turning the great strategy games. And today it's back into the big classic Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. We're T minus one. Maybe, I don't know. We looked at the weather at the start of this turn. Looks like it's going to rain again next turn. Do we dare get the panzers out of mothballs and start moving them about and get stuck in the mud? Well, I don't know. Hey, Drake, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hey, Anthony, how are you? Hi, John Chapel. What's going on? You're the first one here, John. I appreciate your promptness. The folks in Europe were giving me a hard time late in the day, and so I was a few minutes late. But we try to do it right around 3 o'clock every day when I can. But hey, I'm more than happy to make this my profession. Feel free to leave, few hondos in the tip jar. We'll make it happen. I'll play the game all day. That's fine by me. Hey, Nordhammer. Hello, Malcolm Hunt. Good evening. Good evening to you. For me, it's still sunny outside. Workday is through. That means it's Garrett Grigsby time. And also, I put up a War in the Pacific right before this, actually, that I recorded this morning, which was the combat log that Ludric so nicely sent over to us early so we could put it up. He's all over our cargo ships, I'll tell you that. That's fine. I mean, a lot of those are coming out of the Philippines or out of Hong Kong. You don't expect to get them out against a good player, and we certainly are not. Today, what are we up to? Well, we're going to go look at the air. We've got to get this air situation sorted out. As you guys rightly commented, a few of you, hey CJ, what's up? As you rightly commented, there were a few squad, AGs, air groups, not AOGs, air groups, AGs, that maybe got put with a different AOG. And so we got to go look at those. We also maybe will put some more air items on the map, and we'll also set out our directives for this turn, which probably includes sacrificing a lot of recon aircraft to see what the heck is out there. Let's go to the map. Now we went through all of the stats last time, so I'm not going to do that because I think it's going to take us a little while to get through this. Now, as you will see, did I not? No, I did not. I'm going to bring, well, let's just do it. Let's get off this. It's been a while since I've dealt with the air. You're going to have to be a little patient with me. JG51, we've got it directly into Luftflotte 1 at this point. Let's get one Flieger Corps out here for the fighters and the bombers. All right, so now you see one Flieger Corps, and we'll also put the Stukas in there into one Flieger Corps. That gives them a little more command. And then one Flieger Corps needs to go back to Luftflotte 1. There. Okay. Now they're all blue. At least here. Now we'll probably want to put these guys into one Flieger Corps as well, but we'll get to that. Now we've got some recon aircraft up here. I wanted to go look at this again because what's the best way to put this? We have never done this before, putting down different air groups onto the map. They were already there before. For instance, what is this Grand C? I don't know. Bring air groups in from the reserve. All right, let's get off of all plane types and let's just go to recon. Okay, there we go. Now, I should have looked and saw what we had here. I think these were all 13. AFCLAR Group 13. Let's just go ahead and try one. We'll do all the 13s. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it's quite a few. It's 9 of each. Let's go though for those into multiple air bases in and around Pskov and do the transfer. Okay. They'll be coming on the map. So we got some recon here. I also wouldn't mind getting some fighters up here in the north and some bombers. So let's go bring an AOG if we can. Well, let's just do an air group. Let's take off recon and let's go to fighter bombers. Okay. This is that stop for JG-27, and here's the stop from JG-77. Well, shoot. We've got no fighters left back here. Some of these would probably have to be unescorted. So instead, what I'm going to do, let's look and see what we've got for tactical bombers. Looks like we've got some Stukas left, but I would really like to put them in the south. So let's not do that. Let's go to the level bombers. Okay, well, we got a lot of those. And we've got some leftover things, but we can put KG-51 down here. So instead of doing what I'm doing, let's do this. Let's go back to Ostrov, bring an AOG in, and make it KG-51 right there. Okay. Now we've got, that's all of KG-51, and we can do it across multiple air bases. We'll bring it in here. Okay, there you go. So KG-51's on the map, and we'll put KG-51 underneath one Flieger Corps because it's a bombing group, right? Okay, so now we've got some bombers a little further north. We've got, some down here. Now here is STG 77. We've got part 1, part 2, part 3. Where is, it's at this airbase. Where is 51? That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Go back to this. STG, okay, so I'm looking for STG 77. And we'll go to tactical bombing. And I don't see it here. It should have a stop, I would think. Let's look for it down this list, but maybe it doesn't. STG, STG. No, I don't see it. There's stop, stop, stop. No, there is not one. So, okay, well, good to know. JG-51, let's look at that at Vitebsk, and let's bring an air group in from the reserve. So this is JG-51. Let's just make sure I didn't leave anything behind here. And I don't see anything. That's KG-77. No. Okay. Righty then. All right. Let's bring in some more recon aircraft. We could put it all the way back here at Dogopils. That's fine. I think what I'll bring in is this group. I don't want these STGs back here though. So let's take them out. And then we'll just have recon aircraft back here. That Staub JG-77 really wants to get on the map. It pops up every damn time. No multiple air bases transfer. Okay, we'll just put that on the map. All right. All right. So we have one Flieger Corps up here. Let's put these guys into one Flieger Corps as well. Okay. JG-52, we'll put that in one Flieger Corps. Now, if you're kind of new to all of this, essentially this command, this is like putting it in a corps before it goes to the army. The Luftflotte, is like an army or an army group if you want. The Flieger Corps is like a corps. Please refer to my tutorials. Anyway, what's going on in chat? We're 10 minutes in. Let's go back here and see what's going on. Hello, Lucas. How are you? Peter Kloss is here. Paul Sanders is here. Hello, Paul. Hopefully you prayed for me last night before bed. CJ. Oh, I already said hi to you, CJ. You don't get two. Hello, Michael. M60's here. Uh, yeah, I'm in my chair. Um, well, yeah, we're not gonna make it to Vladivostok. Not this time, Peter. Next time. That's what we're going for. Uh, there's an update for what? Oh, for this? I don't know. I have never updated my game. Maybe I'm missing something. Um, Well, that's why I'm not updating because it may affect your saves. Well, probably. Or you just never know, right? So we've got two bombing groups here. We've got a bombing group now up here. We've got the tactical bombers here. Why don't we, I don't know, maybe here? Here's a level 2 airfield. That's a little close. I'm not sure if I love sticking something there. Let's go to this level 2 airfield, maybe. Well, I want them right up here, actually. So let's try it here. Bring an AOG in. Let's bring another KG in. How about KG 53? Now see, why do I get all of these random items that are not in KG 53? It drives me nuts. It looks like KG 51 might be the way to go. Maybe that's what I'll actually do. Um, that's the Staub. There's 3. There's 4. It could be that it's trying to reform things because maybe we lost some of the squadrons. That's very possible because we did lose a lot of planes. We know that. KG 51. Let's put that and KG 53 down here. Okay, and we're going to do it across multiple air bases, so it'll go different places. Veliki Luki, Idritsa Palatsk. Okay. Uh, okay, let's bring those onto the map. Yep. Okay, and there it's going to call that whatever we put. Oh, I see. Okay, so it calls this KG53 even though we have KG51 in there. I got it. Okay. Okay, so now we've got some, level bombers up here as well, but we better get back around down here to the south. Now we've got, oh, I want to make sure that's in one Flieger Corps, by the way. Let's make sure KG55 is in one Flieger Corps. It is. And then KG53. Let's make sure you're in one Flieger Corps. All right. Now let's go to the south. Let's put more down. We've got fighters up here. Now, that's going to take a while I say to take a while, at least a turn for support to get up here. We still control this railway. It can go up this way. It's not cut. They're next to it, but they're not on it. So stuff should be able to get through there. Now, we've got Stuka's there. JG, KG, STG. That's more Stukas. These are fighter bombers. These are level bombers. Um, Actually, maybe we should put something out this way. Now, we do have KG4, and I think we've got the fighters. They're supposed to get up here next turn. Let's do more. Let's bring in KG76. That looks like pretty much all of KG76. We'll go across multiple bases, but it's telling us it can put them all in Krivi Rogue. That's not true. Inglets is where we are. Okay. Let's put that in there. All right. Let's make sure these guys are all in a newly created 4th Flieger Corps. So let's put 4th Flieger Corps over here. And then I'll click off that. I'll click on 4th Flieger Corps and make sure that's on Luftwaffe 4. There we go. All right. Now then, excuse me, let's put you in Flieger Corps 4 or 4th Flieger Corps before somebody yells at me. Let's put you in 4th Flieger Corps. All right. So all of those will be in 4th Flieger Corps. And then these guys starting here, we'll put in 8th Flieger Corps. So we'll actually have a little bit of command, and we'll put him ultimately in Luftflotte 4. There you go. Now he's pink. JG54, we'll put you in 8th Flieger Corps. All right. KG3 goes into 8th Flieger Corps. STG2 goes into 8th Flieger Corps. Now then, oh, there we go. We got to click on the city itself. I got it. This will go into 8th Flieger Corps. That was JG, and that is KG. 4th Flieger Corps. All right. Oh, I put him in 4th. Shit, I wanted him in 8th. That's all right. Let's get back up here. 8th. 4th. Nope. 8th. 8th Flieger Corps. There we go. Okay. Are you underneath anything? You are not. Let's put you in 8th Flieger Corps. All right. Now we should have, I mean, we've got planes on the map. Let's try to put some more recon. I don't know. Let's put it here at Nikolaev. Air groups. Okay. Let's do 11, 11, 11. These are all recon aircraft, or they should be. 11 multiple air bases transfer down into Nikolaev. Okay. Click on there. There we go. These guys, they're kind of on their own. It's not going to show them with a command because they're really like the old recon units that were attached to armies. Anyway, uh, okay. Let's just go ahead and set some air directives. Look, I'm not trying to get much out of this other than a little recon, and it's going to be completely defensive. I'm not going to be using them offensively at all. So let's do recon. All right, recon directive. Out of Luftflotte 1. There, it's ready to go. All right. We'll make this, I don't know, anywhere out in here. I'm just kind of curious what's out here. How about starting there? We're not going to do any kind of support. Interdiction, all I really want to know about is units and interdiction. So what units does he already have? Really, even interdiction, I'm not that interested in. Well, that's not true. Let's do it 3 and 2. Let's do an area of 3. It's got to be at 9,000 feet if you're flying over him. Let's go ahead and change his routing though. So, whoops. Gosh darn it. There to there. There we go. All right. And let's just route him out over the lakes. And that way, hopefully, he's not taking any flak losses. Now, at 9,000 feet, he won't get flak from other hexes. He would only get it from here. So that all looks good to me. 9,000 feet, priority, I don't know. I'm just going to put it on normal priority. I don't, we don't care that much. And we'll do low intensity. How about that? So it's just going to fly a few out here, see what's out here. Looks good to me. We'll confirm it. Yes. Okay. Let's do another recon out of Luftflotte 1, and that one will center. All right. So if we know what's here, I don't know. Why don't we find out what's. I don't think much is out here either. Tell you what, why don't we bring something out here just to see what he kind of has in this Smolensk area? Not sure I want it there though. Uh, uh, Okay, so it's going to be coming out of Lecky Lukey. Let's change the target though. Let's do it down here. Oh, that would be coming out of here. Let's do it a little further north. Still coming out of Vitebsk. All right. How about we fly it? Wow, did you hear that train going by my house? My goodness. Um, Maybe up here, target. Just kind of curious. I don't know if I'm looking. Hmm. I mean, really, where do we care? It's really here. Why don't I do it straight out there? If we're gonna do it, let's do it where it matters. We'll keep this at 9,000 feet. Interdiction, sure. I mean, unit interdiction. That's fine. 9,000. We'll do low intensity, 9,000. On those days, that's fine. And let's do an area of 4. Oh, wow. We'll actually get escort back here, but I don't really want escort. So, let's do. You can't really do it this way. 0 and 0. No, but we'll go to the air direct or the doctrines here in a second, and we'll get rid of any kind of escort with the recon. I don't care that much about recon. Let's be honest. Okay. So let's confirm that, and then as I was saying, let's go over here to the doctrines. So on recon, percent to fly 20, 80, 0. All right. And that should give you 0 escort AC. Okay, so we've got the 2 recons so far. Let's do a third one kind of in this area because I am curious what's here. I guess I would like to know what's here. Sure. Okay, as long as we're doing recon missions, let's do them. We'll do it out by Vyazma. We'll keep them at 9,000 feet, low intensity. That all looks fine. Click that back, click that up. And we'll do, I don't know, like a 4. Okay, we'll do a 4 area. Okay. Um, Minimum 0 required escorts. So, inter. Okay, minimum number would be 0. Inner number minimum number would be 0, but that turns it to auto. That drives me nuts. Partial escort, sure. I mean, we want it to be no escort, which is how it should be set up now, but I guess we'll see. Confirm air directive, sure. Now then, let's do one more recon out over the Mogilev area and just see what he has out here. We'll click on recon, Mogilev. All right. We'll do unit. Interdict, 9,000 feet, low, auto. Okay, that all looks good to me, and we'll just do an area of 4 again. All right, I mean, it's showing he'll get escort there. I guess I should take the JG. I mean, that would really be the way to do it, right? Is take the JGs out so it's not on auto. Let's just put these aircraft in there, and now it shows it with no escort. Got it. Okay. Confirm. Okay, and then let's go back to this one then. I do not want escort. It's showing it won't have enough planes to do that one, so we don't have enough recon down in this area. Okay, let's go to this one. Same thing. This one's only going to cover that much. So we're going to have to bring in more recon planes. Okay. Let's get off of air directives. Let's go back in down here somewhere. AOGs. I mean, we've got a lot of recon planes, so it's not like it's a big deal. Let's put all the 10s down here. 10. All right. Across multiple air bases. Yes. All right. So we got more in there. Um, we can put them further back. It doesn't really matter. Let's put some in here. All right, 12, 12, 12, 12. There we go. Okay, across multiple air bases if needed. Fine, there's more. Um, hmm. Let's go ahead and click down into Jagapils again. Can I get to it? Come on. Reassign AOG2. What's he assigned to right now? Luflata 1, that's what he should be assigned to. All right. KG51, KG. Let's get down here, maybe? Sure. Let's bring an AOG in. I can't remember what the old AOGs were numbered or named. Like, what is NAGR1, for instance? I'm just curious. NAGR1. This is group 22, group 33. Some of these, yeah, it could be that it's going to take a turn for some of these to show up. But let's click on this because I'm just curious. So group 32 is TAC recon. All right, well, let's put more recon out on the map. I mean, we've got a bunch of them, may as well. And they could be way back here, so it's, doesn't really matter. Okay, we know 32 is TAC recon. That may be too far back, though. How about from here? 32. 32. Wow, it's a lot of recon planes. Okay, transfer those. Fine, they're down there. Okay, let's get back up here and maybe we'll take one of these recons off. Go back to recon. Let's go back to Luftflotte 1, 4 of 4. And let's go here. Oh, you know what it was? It's because I did the 108 AOG here, so it took all of those planes. So let's get rid of that. Let's take that out. There we go. Okay. Um, yeah, it's gonna automatically do it though. That's the problem. Why don't we take one Flieger core? Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's take one Flieger core out. Let's just pick that. Okay, so it takes all of those. That's for that recon mission. Okay, now then. Ah, I see. There we go. So now I needed to just pick the recon uh, air groups. There we go. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. Okay, close enough. That'll get us a little information. Out here, we kind of get the idea of what's out here. The next place I want to go, so this is done. Let's get out of that and let's go to recon for Luftflotte 4. Where are you, Luftflotte 4? There you are. Okay, click on that. Luftflotte 4, recon. All right, and let's just see what's out here by Chernigov, which is where we're hoping to head. We'll do Unit 3, Interdict 2. I had these up at 25,000 feet. Let's get them back down to like 9,000 feet. Okay, Area 4. Okay, I don't have enough recon craft close enough to do this mission. I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm, and then I'm going to bring some recon aircraft in here. So let's get off that. Let's go to this airbase. Sure, it doesn't really matter. How about there? I'll bring some air groups in. Let's do the 126. I know these are TAC. 21, 21, 21. Oh no, it's the new rail thing when I'm like 21, 21, 21. Major malfunction. All right, let's bring them in. All right, so that's all the 21 groups. And now, hopefully, when we go back to recon for Luftflotte 4, recon. Yeah, it's not showing any planes. Let's it could be that, they've got to be moved out here first, right? Um, well, let's set up the directives, then we'll worry about that in a minute. I would be kind of curious what's, back in this way. So let's do another recon. Let's click there, I guess. Let's make it an area of 4. Unit, interdict, confirm. All right, and that's not going to show any either. All right, so let's get off of that and let's go get some more recon aircraft. Um, it's going to take a turn, I think, for these to show up out here. I mean, you can't just transfer them in and start running recon missions. Uh, bring air groups from the reserve. These are 189s. Okay, 14, 14. We'll put those down out here. All right, so let's look at our directives. What do we have in here? We've got Luftflotte 1 doing these recon. Okay, Luftflotte 4, I think we're going to have to wait a turn for recon. So that looks good so far. Let's go up to 1 Flieger Corps. All right, let's give that a ground support air directive. And it's going to be anything in Army Group Center, really. We could have it follow 2nd Panzer. I mean, but we've got 2nd Army. I really think this needs to be Army Group Center, although that would draw it down here. Mm, potentially, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Army Group Center, Luftflotte 1. Okay, it's now got a ground support directive. We'll confirm that. Okay. Yeah, we'll just let it do it auto. That's fine. I could do 3 separate ground directives, for the 3 different armies I care about, because I don't care about this. Actually, I'm going to go back and do that. Sorry. But I'd rather do it right. Let's get rid of that, and let's do ground support, and we're going to do 2nd Panzer Army, confirm. All right, and then we're going to do ground support, 4th Army, and confirm. And then we're going to do ground support, 2nd Army, and confirm. All right, and that way they won't be drifting down here helping out these guys, because ultimately they're supposed to be the mop-up crew. We'll see if that works. And we've got to make sure we turn off ground support when we attack, because I don't want to use it offensively. Okay, let's get off that. Click on the map. Let's go to 8 Flieger Corps. 8 Flieger Corps. Well, let's actually do Luftflotte 4. And we'll do ground support. Let's do a ground support mission for... We really need it for not 1st Panzer. We need it for 4th Panzer that I brought down here. Right? Yeah. So we'll do 4th Panzer Army, confirm. We'll do 11th Army. And confirm. And we'll do 6th Army. Now, who knows, how much of this they can actually cover. Where are you, 6th Army? There we go. Confirm. Yes. Okay. So now we've got our ground support in, and I think Lucas, you don't really need to be that upset. I mean, I'm just not going to throw away fighters this time. Maybe I will turn it on. It's okay though, really. No need to scream. Um, jeez. Anyway, let's go ahead and run our directives and see how much recon we actually get out of this. Now, we're bringing a lot more recon on the map, uh, but for now, for early on, we'll do the ground support not on attacks. If it's just the worst mistake ever and it's ruined someone's night, we may turn it on. It's okay. Everybody will survive. Uh, Goodness gracious. Okay, somebody told me get your head out of the way, but move it, and I'm gonna move it. Watch this. My head's moving. All right, head is moved, and you can see the sorties we run. I mean, I get it, guys. Like, I want to do things properly. I mean, really, this channel is really for learning the game. It's not that serious, you know. Having ground support on isn't, you know, you don't need to curse at me. I mean, seriously, it's really not that big of a deal. We'll try to do the best we can. How about that? Um, Okay, so we've now run our air directives. Did we get any information out of it? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I got a little distracted there. So yeah, we see that they've got a couple of units back here. A couple of units, and this is why the recon. Now, if you remember in the first game, recon was super powerful. We could just fly mission after mission, and we could figure out every single unit he had in the game. I'll be honest with you, I just clicked off of that too fast, and I didn't see how much we lost or anything else. Again, sorry, I got a little distracted there because of ridiculousness. But you know, we didn't really pick up that much information. I guess we got a little information here. We see these units. We didn't see them before. We got a little information here. We got a little information back here. Okay. We got some stuff. I'm trying to think how I go back and look at what our losses were. I mean, I could look at it like for the battle sites and whatnot, but I'm trying to. I just don't remember. It's been a long time since I read that part. Well, we'll just move on. I'm sure we didn't lose that many recon aircraft. Sorry, I won't get distracted again. GS off. If that offends you, that's fine. I don't care. Um, we may turn it on in certain limited circumstances, but given the amount of fighters we lost initially, now you could say, okay, well, and that's actually a good point. Let's go to the doctrines, and let's go to ground support. So here's for Luftflotte 1. Here is ground support. Percent to fly, we've got at 20%. Mission AC, 80. Escort AC percentage at 100. I'm going to turn that down to 80 for the model, but we're going to have to go back now. Let's turn these on again. Um, One Flieger Core. Yeah, when we do the directive next time, I actually will turn that down within the directive itself because what we just did was the model. Uh, hey, what's up, MF? How's it going? How do you know when to use each type of support unit based on its stats? Yeah, I mean, every support unit has stats, just like a regular unit. Um, and so, you know, you can go look at that. But as a basic idea, you know, there's differences between cannons, for instance, and howitzers. And I would say honestly, just Google the difference between a howitzer and a cannon because the game will have modeled it correctly. Oh, by the way, I'm going to move my head back over. There we go. See, I can do that. So anyway, I mean, I would Google those things like the difference between a howitzer and a cannon, or the difference between like a Stug, for instance, and a Panzerjäger battalion, because you can often find out more um, doing it that way, just as a general idea, right? Because if you just look at the stats on their own, you may say, well, I don't really know how that, what that's supposed to do, what that's supposed to do. For instance, there are differences between howitzers and guns. So when you see a gun battalion, it's going to do different things than howitzers. One has a longer range, one has a shorter range. One's better against, built-up fortifications. One's better against, in open terrain, things like that. And so I honestly would Google those things and just look at them, or the search engine of your choice. I don't Google doesn't pay me, unfortunately. I don't have a sponsorship. But anyway, I would just look those up and it will give you a general idea what those things are supposed to do. Um, Paul, I wish I had wheels on this chair. I just fly around here. No, 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 no. It's just a box on Streamlabs. I can move my head wherever I want. I mean, if you guys want me up here as some kind of head in the sky, we can play that game. Let's go back to down to the right. Um, so anyway, MF, hopefully that sort of answered your question. Yes, they all do have stats, just like every other division in the game. But honestly, like to know the difference, just generally speaking, of between howitzer and gun battalions, I would look those up. Because they will have modeled that all appropriately. And then you can also go in and look at the elements. Uh, of the group and the elements of the sport unit. So let's take this off just as an example. For instance, okay, let's go to this Corps headquarters, 20th Corps. You knew who I would pick. It's Theobald Lieb. You can see his elements here, and then what he's got assigned. I always try to break it up. I try to give them a little bit of everything because the generals in the corps decide what to apply to each battle. So I like to give them a menu of choices. It's like going to the old country buffet. You can, you can pick what you want. It's on those spinning carousels. Heavy cannon, gun battalion, heavy howitzer, heavy cannon. Well, we probably don't need two heavy cannons, so I'm glad we actually came out to this because he's probably not going to put both into battle. I'm not saying he definitely wouldn't, but only 6 of these can be put into any individual battle, no matter how many core headquarters we're talking about. So, if we had one of this guy and this guy attack somebody here, they would be pushing out support units, but they can't do more than 6. All right. I always like to have at least one mixed flak because it's got 88 guns. If we look at the elements, the 88 flak is an anti-tank gun as well. Meanwhile, if you look at a light flak and we look at its elements, it's only got a 37 millimeter gun. That's not going to do much of anything against a decent tank. I mean, it may knock a armored car back a little bit or something, but it's not going to do anything against an actual tank. But as I said, the mixed flak and the heavy flak German battalions do have anti-tank capability. Pioneers help you against fortifications. Construction can help you build fortifications, repair things, etc. But I always try to have just a mixture of artillery, so that general, the game is going to know better than you are, and the general is going to assign certain support units to each battle. Okay. All right, well, we can look in the north. Now, he did attack us up here, and we do have a lot of new units that came on the map. I think. Where's Warsaw? My God, we've lost Warsaw. No, we haven't. We've got 2 divisions here. Uh, One, two, three. We've got 4 divisions back here, including one of those static security divisions. I really wanted to put the first one we got into Brest-Litovsk. This one I'll probably put in like Smolensk or something, maybe Kiev, something like that for the time being. But you can really use them for anything you want. I mean, they're security divisions. They don't withdraw, or I'm not seeing a withdraw. So we've got 6 new divisions to push out. Now we could try to push out this way potentially. We could try to do, an attack here, for instance. And if we would look at the water level is 0. So the ground is clear, the air is clear, there's no water on the ground. So we're good. I mean, we can start attacking as if we're the Germans. We are the Germans. 27 to 8. He's in a level 2 fort. But let's go ahead and take our chances there. Yeah, that was not good. All right, so we lost 1,700. He lost 800. Okay, interesting. Ouch. Okay. Well, that probably means we're not going to be attacking right in this area, not for the time being. And it also probably means I want to bring one of these divisions north, but I'm probably going to dole those out over the turn. We've got 86th ID down here. He's got an advantage there, but now, see, that scared me off. These 2 divisions have got to deal with this division. We do supposedly have odds here. Let's see if that's true. We do knock him back. So that's 4,000 men to 137. We'll take that every time. So we knock him back. And now let's... All right. With 6 movement points, he does not have enough to attack that rifle, or the guards division, I'm sorry. But he does on his own, but he gets stuffed. 336 to 250. Okay. Do we get odds again? Not really. Now then, moving down the line. In the north and in the center, we're just going to try to do things like that. 10,000 men just flew out of here. Yeah, I like that. And then remember, this is the division that got pushed back this time. Let's push that back so he can get a little bit of a rest. I may actually put him in. He's only got 6,000 men. I'm going to leave a gap there, and I'm going to put him back by Pskov just to try to build up a little bit this turn, and then we'll try to get him back out. Do we get odds here? We do. Okay. What about here? Yeah, no, we don't get odds there. That's actually a really strong unit, or it's representing it's a really strong unit. We may need to bring something else in here after I saw that. We also may need to try to attack here. Well, once this unit repairs, maybe we'll bring it to the south here. This looks a little stronger than what we've seen out here before. Okay, that's not... Again, this is all secondary to the attacks in the middle and what we're going to try to do there. Let's disband the fortified zone. We just don't need them anymore, so we'll get that out of here. Does this attack make sense? Not really. But, well, I'm not going to move in front of Aleki Luki. I moved this division back to try to build up last time. No. No. 8.1 to 4.7. No. I mean, a lot of this is still going to be holding action because it's just, we will try to attack there. Off he goes. That's 3,100. And we'll advance up just slightly. We've still got this line here. It's very hard for them to squeeze through, especially into heavy woods. That would be almost impossible. That's why we were able to hold this for so long. Again, keeping the mission in mind, which is essentially just holding here. Okay, I can't attack with both of these. This may have enough mojo to push through there. We'll see. We could try an attack here. but really they're a holding force. Now he's starting to gather right here. Don't like that. 10,006, 16, 14,000 men, 11 and 16, 11, 14 and 11. And then this is where we have all of our panzers. Um, he's built this slightly. That's right, Jan. Good idea. Uh, let's put this on refit. Good idea. Okay, I'm going to stop it right here today. When we come back, this is when we're going to have to start thinking, are we going to push through here? Are we going to let the panzers fly? We'll see. I'm not sure. I mean, if we look at, I'm going to have to think about it. If we look at the weather, it's clear here. It's clear here. It's raining next turn. We just can't afford to get in a situation where we're stuck in any mud. Now, it's cleared up really well. If we look at some of these hexes out here, 0 water, if we're coming down this road. Now, of course, the swamp's going to be difficult no matter what, but it's a swamp, water 1, water 0, water 0. This is the road we're planning on coming down. There's really no water here. I would like to get the infantry up and in here to try to clear a path first. Instead of just jumping out here, hitting with the panzers, because ultimately he's just going to surround us. We got to hit with infantry first and then have the panzers come through. But that's for another day, like tomorrow. We'll do it again. Tomorrow's Friday. It doesn't get better than that. Friday, we will start the offensive potentially. Potentially. So it's actually maybe T minus 0 and counting out here. Anyway, thank you guys for dropping by. It's always a great time. I love the live streams. Thank you for all of your feedback, mostly positive, or if negative, in a nice fashion. Uh, Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you like War in the Pacific, check that out. Or if you've ever been curious about that game, because that play by email is a lot of fun. Anyway,